förra avsnittet av Ocean Avenue.
So there's a guy who's saying he's Lauren Ramsey's son. His name is Cameron, which was the name you gave your daughter.
No, the more I think about it, the more I get this creepy feeling.
Well, maybe we should start by calling the Ramsey house and asking questions.
Yeah, but I'm not so sure that they would tell me the truth.
I'm sorry again.
Wait. Let me see that. These are my sketches, my designs.
What?
Gabriella, how did my sketches get into your portfolio?
What were you gonna do? Just not tell me about your little date?
What are you, jealous?
Crystal, you can't just go off like some kamikaze dive bomber.
What, have you been watching all war movies lately?
This isn't funny.
No, it's not funny. Because I've been pounding the pavement for the last month for my story, and all you've been doing is busting my chops.
I'm trying to talk some sense into you. Now, don't give me that look.
What look?
The look that says I'm holding you back from the story of the year.
Well, that's what it sounds like to me.
Crystal, you want to know what's happening to you?
No, not really.
Well, I'm going to tell you anyhow. You're losing your reporter's objectivity.
No, I think I am plowing into the center of my story. I'm going right to the source.
By meeting some guy who might be the serial killer?
Yes, I think it's called zeroing in on your subject. You know, journalism 101. Or maybe you were chasing girls and you missed that part of class.
Crystal, this guy could be dangerous.
He's not gonna hurt me. He thinks we're a team.
And you believe it?
Why would he lie to me?
Crystal, he's a freaking psychopath! Does that tell you anything?
Harry, I think you should calm down. You know, your blood pressure is going up to your hairline.
All right, Crystal, that's it. You're forcing my hand here.
Are you gonna spank me?
No. I'm taking you off the serial killer story. I'm giving it to DiNardo as of now.
Michael, it's hard for me. I mean, I put my heart and soul into this job. What am I supposed to do? Sit there and defend myself against something that I didn't even do? Oh, don't you start with me, too. No, there is no way I accidentally put Tony's sketches into my portfolio. Somebody put them there, don't you see? Somebody that wants me out of the company. And I think I have a good idea of who that is. I'll call you back later, Michael. Bye.
So how's Michael doing?
Fine.
Good. I bet he misses you, huh? But that won't be for long, will it?
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, now that you're not working for Vanti anymore, I thought you would like to go back to New York as soon as possible.
I'm sure there is a logical explanation, Cara.
Well, if there is, I definitely want to hear it.
All you know is from that reporter, Crystal Tate. She'll say anything to get her story. Have you been reading this trash? It's all lies.
How do you know?
I assume.
No, Tony, you don't know any more than I do. I mean, Crystal Tate called the hospital, and there is no record of my giving birth, only Lauren Ramsey.
But she probably just missed it, Charlotta.
Tony, you saw my child, didn't you?
Yeah, briefly, yes.
And it was a baby girl, right?
Yes, that's what I was told. Why do you ask?
Because Crystal Tate called Lauren Ramsey's home in New York. And this young man answered. He said his name was Cameron. How can that be, Tony? Huh?
Mr. Ryan?
Lindy. How are you?
I'm okay. I haven't really been around here much lately.
Oh? Why's that?
You know, I'm not really into the whole high school thing. I mean, if I really expect to make it as a model, I have to rearrange my priorities and really get into the vibe, make it work.
I'm sorry to hear that. Not that there's anything wrong with modeling. Just, I thought you set your sights a little higher than that. You know, when you apply yourself, you're really a good student.
No, I'm not. But, I was wondering if...
What, Lenny?
Do you think that, do you think we could talk for a little bit?
So when does this journey start?
Well, we have to retrace our steps and see what happened.
Can you give me one of those sandwiches you packed up?
Ooh, I totally spaced on food.
Oh, no. Do not tell me this. You did not forget the rations. You know, the sandwiches, the gummy bears, the chocolates.
I didn't forget. I just forgot. Forget it. I have turkey and Swiss, ham, cheddar.
Okay, give me whatever you packed up first.
Nice to know you have such fine taste.
You hear that?
What?
That's my stomach growling. How about you feed me, huh? Look, I'll eat your hair clips. I'll eat whatever. I don't care. Just give me some.
Cut it out. Here, don't get the mayo all over your face.
Can you give me some of your little wipey things?
Shut up.
Here. Oh, you did bring him. You're such a little packer.
Here. You know, you're really ready for adulthood.
That's no fun.
You know what? I think it's gonna be interesting. You know, graduating and getting to do things that really count.
Interesting.
I thought you couldn't wait to get to college.
I don't know. It's kind of weird. I just don't even know where I'm heading. And even if I want to, a lot of things have been crashing down in the last few months.
I know. That's kind of why I want to get into another mode, you know? Whole mental thing. It sort of just happened for me. It'll happen for you, too.
Yeah, well, what if it doesn't? I mean, what if I never find what I want to do? What if I stay in this kind of limbo? It's not worth it anymore.
Cara, how do you know Crystal Tate talked to anyone? She could have made it all up.
No, I don't think so. No. No, she's a pretty straight shooter. Anyway, she did get Lauren Ramsey's number and she called it. Tony, you tell me, how can this young man who answered the phone be Cameron Ramsey?
Maybe she only thought she heard that. Maybe she just picked up on the information you already gave her.
Well, there's only one way to find out. I have to get the number from Crystal and call it. Apparently it's unlisted.
I will take care of this, Cara. Don't trouble yourself. Already you are in a terrible state.
Tony, I don't understand any of this. I really don't. I mean, the hospital records state that Lauren Ramsey gave birth to twin sons. But Jess never said anything about twins, did she?
No, I don't ever remember that.
I don't like this. I mean, what if Cameron Ramsey, what if he's my son?
That's preposterous, Charlotta.
Is it really? I mean, then why aren't there any records of my child? You know, there's no birth, there's no death, there's absolutely nothing. It's like she never existed.
Hey, you're becoming obsessed, Charlotta. What is the point? It would only cause pain for you to remember that time.
No, I have to get to the bottom of this. I tell you, if someone lied to me about my child, I'm sure as hell gonna find out. And when I do, they're gonna be very sorry that they were even born.
You're off the serial killer, Crystal. Are you getting me loud and clear?
Crystal, what I'm getting is that your brain was left in the desk drawer where that slice of pizza from last week is growing mold.
Crystal, why are you doing this?
Because a long time ago, you promised me that you would support me. And you know what? Maybe I was naive or something, but I believed you.
I did mean it.
How long have we been sitting here working together side by side? I don't know, 15 years?
A roundabout.
Right, and we both know the rush that comes when a story we've been working on finally comes together. I mean, you know you're not gonna take me off of this story.
Crystal, I'm worried about you. You made a lot of people really angry.
All the more reason to see it through, Harry. I mean, it's for all the right reasons. I mean, that's why we take this, the abuse and the low pay and the drop-dead hours for this job, and we love it. Because once in a while, I feel like I'm making a difference. So, are you gonna take me off the case or not?
Get out of here.
Thanks, you old coot. I have to go see Marty.
Okay, you be careful.
I don't know how to begin to say this.
Hey, take it easy.
Well, I just want you to know that I'm really sorry. I'm sorry about the way things have turned out. You know, I didn't mean any of the things I said. All you guys were standing around watching me, and I felt this pressure, and I heard the words come out of my mouth, but I didn't even know what I was saying. Really.
It's okay.
No, it's not okay. And I know that you weren't trying to reject me that night. I know you're trying to be a nice guy. And it just sort of...
Excuse me. But am I interrupting something here?
I have no intentions of going back to New York.
Okay, I just figured since you lost your job.
I did not lose my job, I quit.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Whatever you say. I came around to pick up the last of my things. I'm moving in with Lucas, did I tell you that?
Yeah, maybe about 100 times.
Really? Well, great, so I'll just leave the key on my way out.
Fine.
Anything else?
No.
No? Then why you look at me like I've done something terrible to you?
Chrissy, you're starting to have a guilty conscience.
Why would I?
Because you know exactly how Tony's sketches got into my
You know
portfolio.
what? I am so sick and tired of you, Gabby. Wow, you must be so desperate to win points with Lucas that you'll do or say anything to make me look bad.
You know, if I didn't know any better, I'd think you were describing yourself.
Nobody's gonna believe you, so I'm not gonna stress over it.
Sooner or later, everything's gonna come out, sweetheart. And you and I know exactly what went down.
I don't have to listen to this.
Yes, you do. Because you know damn well that you were there when I was looking at those sketches, don't you? And then I put them back in the book, and I left for a few minutes, and I told you not to touch anything.
Oh. Well, see, I don't remember that, but hey, if you say so.
Oh, yeah, I say so. Because the time that it took me to go get the key for the file drawer in the office, you opened my portfolio, took the sketches, closed it, and then you disappeared. I came back, I locked up Tony's book, and I didn't check to make sure everything was there.
That's a real interesting story. Unfortunately, you don't have any proof.
You stole the sketches, and then you put them into my portfolio. You know that, and I know that.
I handpicked Gabriella out of hundreds of applicants for this position.
I don't know what happened here, Tony. But I think we need to give Gabby the benefit of the doubt.
Lucas, my sketches were hidden in her portfolio. If Chrissy had not accidentally knocked it over, I never would have seen them.
Hey, I know how it looks.
How it looks is that Gabby let her ambition run away with her. It happens. I'm sorry it happened with her. I trusted Gabby.
I'm just sure there's another explanation here. I mean, we've all been pretty stressed about getting ready for this Millennia fashion show. So maybe she just absent-mindedly put them back in her portfolio after she was finished looking at them.
Lucas, I would like to find an excuse as much as you do. But the plain fact is the plain fact.
Come on, Tony, you know how talented she is.
Yes, and I nurtured that talent. I helped her, introduced her to the people in the business. And willingly, happily. But when an assistant goes behind my back, then the trust is gone. This is a tough business, Lucas. I cannot have an insurrection in my staff, or there is anarchy. You must accept her resignation, or we will have a real problem, you and I.
I never did, so I guess I'm not missing anything.
No. I mean, I thought I had it all worked out, you know? Basketball, college, life. That's just a big blur.
All the stuff in your family that's going down didn't help, huh?
Yeah, that too. I mean, my aunt shows up again out of nowhere. You know, the one that left my cousins and my uncle. What are we supposed to do? I mean, just hear her out and explain why she left? I mean, is it me or is that just a screwed up situation?
You know what I think? I think that her coming back has got some other issues.
Like what?
Like you miss your mom.
Don't miss my mom, Jody.
Oh, I'd sure miss mine. Even though we're on two different planets sometimes. If she ever left, it'd definitely be a hole there.
No, well, I don't have a hole.
But maybe you're not willing to admit it, Dave. Maybe you need to reassess.
Whoa. What the hell?
Help me, Lee is going to kill me.
can't afford to be seen in an establishment like this during my campaign.
Especially with all the bad press you've been getting about your late wife?
Sloppy work, Manny, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Look, maybe you should have a little chat with your New York connection, huh?
Maybe you need to follow up so we don't have people rising from the dead.
You talking about jazz? Well, that would be a neat trick, wouldn't it?
What about the goods?
What about them?
I don't want any more surprises, Commissioner.
And you think I do? Look, I want this all to just go away big time.
Did you talk to Lorraine?
Yeah, I talked to her.
Don't let me pull it out of you. What's the deal?
I told her how things stood. I think she's gonna keep her mouth shut.
You think? I don't like those odds. Where the hell is that freaking tape?
I nästa avsnitt av Joanna.
We were just talking, okay?
Look at her. You got her so scared that she can't even say how awkward she feels to you. When are you gonna leave her alone, man?
It's a very good question, Mr. Ryan.
Men du har inte hört alltså?
Hört vad?
Nej, men jag har skrivit kontrakt med Allor. Toppen.
Grattis.